wanted to create something that stood out from the crowd a little bit.
This is the reveal of the big mystery that Halo and Halo 2 have been driving toward.
Where are we? Who is this? What's happening?
The Covenant have uncovered something that is immense.
It's this gigantic Forerunner structure that just looks huge.
Now that he's looking out over this massive thing, the player's going to say, what is that?
The other part of the story that's important, of course, is that Cortana is in trouble.
I'll detonate in Emberclad's reactor, just like we did the Autumns. No, I don't want to chance a remote detonation. I need to stay here.
Cortana has been left away from the Chief.
She's in the clutches of the Gravemind.
I will ask, and you will answer.
All right. Shoot.
We don't know what's happened to her since then.
We don't know it's Cortana. It could be any sort of bizarre, almost satanic sort of voice.
I am your shield. I am your sword.
Something seems wrong.
I know you. Your past. Your future.
I think the expectation is huge. Everybody I talk to, if you mention Halo, everybody immediate reaction is, how's Halo 3?
I think what is going to strike people is the scale.
That's real stuff way out there. I mean, we pushed it as far as we possibly could push it.
We always wanted to have that epic feel, but due to the limitation of technology, it always fell short.
When you're working in high definition, it's a very unforgiving environment.
Look at the Master Chief's armor. You see cool things about the Master Chief's armor. You see that he's self-shadowing, you see the textures are very high resolution, there's real-time reflection on his visor. But you look closer, you see he's beat up, he's scratched.
He has been through some horrific battle, and we're actually showing that on the Chief this time around.
If people show just a pre-rendered movie, then there's always going to be speculation about, well, yeah, sure, your engine's not going to be able to do that. And I think what we're trying to show firmly is that our engine can do the stuff that we say it's going to do, and it's doing it right now.
What we're building here is our bar for where we're going to shoot for in real gameplay.
It's great. There's 90 guys here. Half of them are artists, half of them are engineers. And it's like oil and water. All the left-brain people and all the right-brain people, and both groups think that they're really the people in charge.
Apparently engineering is quite important.
Oh, of course, it's a science.
I like to draw pretty pictures. So I get to do that, I suppose.
It's all about the lighting, it's all about the the additional detail, the bump mapping, I can't remember all their terminologies, and the Huda Hada and the triple specular shields and so on and so forth.
In Halo 3, you have like entire dynamic range available for you. So, things are bright, things are dark. You have the whole contrast there. For example, the sky. It's a new way of doing our sky, like from Halo 2.
Every now and then, it'll catch my eye still, and then realizing, wow, I can't believe we're able to pull that off.
For the announcement, it's gone really well. It hasn't been as much of a monkey shit fight as it could have been.
Poon would be people make decisions that affect us and they don't really worry about it. Like, oh, it's all right, the sound guys will figure it out at the end of the chain. And we do, always. Sometimes it feels a little like you got shat on a few too many times.
Everyone else is prolonging my part of the job. I'm actually just making it better. So that's how that works.
I think Marty's is pretty diverse in the way that he composes in, the styles that he composes in.
The fanfare is actually a new theme. And I don't know if it's ever going to show up ever again.
At times he's pulling out, Enya. Oh no, I didn't say that. At times he's paying homage to other artists.
There are no monks singing in this. The only hint that I want to give anybody that this is Halo is that I'm going to be in E Dorian. I actually just played an octave on the piano, just straight E's. When I played it back, I realized that it instantly got my attention.
For this one, we had a great session with live orchestra, which is a bit above and beyond what we've done in the past.
Master Chief is coming out of a desert, blowing heat, wind, completely obscured. So I wanted it to sound almost ethereal, just to bring some tension in and then have it open up slowly. The music and the sound is all about the drama. I'm just trying to absolutely score the drama of this moment.
I mean, I think in the end, you're absolutely going to be able to play exactly what you're watching in this trailer.
This is Spartan 117. Can anyone hear me? Over.
Well, we had such a great ending to Halo 2 where Master Chief said, I want to finish the fight.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
Which had most Halo players universally screaming and throwing their controllers at their TVs because they didn't get to finish the fight.
Well, I didn't say anybody threw their controller. They might have dropped it in amazement.
You won't just finish one fight, you'll finish all of the fights that you started in Halo 1.
I think we're trying to raise an awful lot of questions about what on earth is going to go on in this game. No pun intended.
We want this to be the Return of the King. We want this to be the final chapter in an epic trilogy.
It's coming, and part of it's already here.
It's going to be cool.
This is the game. This is the engine. This is what Halo 3 is going to look like.
Halo 3 is all about the things that we want in Halo 1 and 2. The brutes they were added in a little too late, I think. And we didn't have a chance to really flesh them out. And so that's what we're doing for Halo 3.
Nailing the flavor for a character is often very difficult. You sort of have to feel it out as you go. The brutes in Halo 2 were meant to be more like the barbarians in Rome. We wanted the brutes to typify that abusive, evil invader.
But right from the start, the design of the brutes was not consistent about reinforcing that they're meant to be worthy adversaries for the player.
Now that the elites have left the Covenant, it gave us a problem for Halo 3.
For the brutes to behave kind of similar to the elites, they have to be totally redone because they're not interested in the fight.
He was just a damage sponge. There were no interesting reactions. There wasn't an interesting death.
The only tactic the player has is just pump them full of lead until they fall down.
It doesn't really turn out to be really good gameplay.
Going back and trying to recreate a character like this is one part art and one part science, and the art part is very difficult to understand just exactly how long it's going to take.
Concept artist tries to communicate through composition what the idea is trying to get across. A lot of times the direction just gets narrowed down to, can you just make it look cool? The brutes originally looked a lot like Chewbacca. Like they were just big hairy guys with a bandolier. I looked at a lot of animal reference, rhinoceros and some gorilla. Their natural body plating is brutish. This was our way of like kind of pulling them into the fold of the Covenant. They've got kind of ancient looking buckles and gauntlets and leather straps holding all that stuff together, making them a little more serious bad guy, I hope.
Everything the character does, whenever the character moves, we've created an animation for it.
In which way that character moves, that kind of makes him unique. These days now we got our animation reference area upstairs. We just take it upon ourselves to go film us doing each individual motion and then work that into our animation.
If a brute is punching the face off a Marine, we're going to embellish that. We're going to make them punch the jaw off too. We're going to make them just punch straight through that Marine.
God damn, that looked like in real life. I was just like, that was awesome.
When I look over and see Jeremy doing something, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. How can I work something like that into his moveset?
It's exciting to see what Jeremy does tomorrow and what Bill does the next day. It's always a new...
Me too. But not John.
No.
Not so much me.
No. Nobody likes John.
Players who are familiar with the brutes from Halo 2 will notice that these brutes are fully armed, fully equipped, and are not going to be pushovers.
For the game to be interesting, like the guys you're playing against have to be fun to play. That's the profile of the character. Create an interesting look from afar. Is it fun to shoot at him? When he runs around, do you see his limbs moving up and down? Because there's things jutting up from the sides.
Rather than make them look like big dumb apes, we want to make them very brutal, pragmatic warriors. And that's really informed a lot of the visual design.
Visually, through the art, we define the different classes. The standard brute has just his normal armor with a very standard helmet. The brute captain has a much bigger headdress. And then the brute chieftains have very elaborate headdresses and very elaborate shoulder pads and armor on them. The interesting thing with some of the ideas that we came up with is not only do we need to figure out how the brutes interact with the other Covenant, but also how brutes interact with brutes. And we developed the idea of the brute pack.
What makes it feel like two characters are aware of each other, deciding to do the same thing at the same time?
Maybe you're going to come around a corner and see them doing some sort of an activity that has nothing to do with fighting, but it's going to give you sort of more insight into what the brute pack mentality is like.
We have this really brutal behavior now, which is just the chieftain saying, everybody throw a grenade, and as a result, a second later, you have grenades flying in your face.
That's always going to give the player a little bit of an adrenaline rush that, oh my god, now this guy's right up in my face, I have to back up and hit him hard.
When the players kill him, they're like, oh man, I had to kill that guy. And then they go around a corner and there's like 4 more of them standing there, right? And they're like...
I think that the brutes bring out sort of the indignant, self-righteous aspect of a lot of players. So I'm hoping to hear a lot of, take that, and I can't believe that you have invaded my planet and I'm going to throw you off. And we hope to really bring people into the character and the drama of the situation by putting them up against these really brutal characters.
I am your shield. I am your sword. past, your future.
This is the way the world ends.
You are, all of you, vermin. Cowering in the dirt, thinking, what? That you might escape the coming fire? Your world will burn until its surface is but glass.
You ever wonder what's up there? Like what? Maybe someone up there was wondering what it's like here. I guess. Do you think we'll ever meet them? I hope so. Don't you? Do you think we'll ever meet them?
Not yet.
Lieutenant Kaya Marganar, it seems people are calling you the Immortal. We've heard there were almost no survivors after the meteor crashed on the Highlands. And yet, you appear to be unharmed. How did you survive?
I don't know. What is the cost of my immortality? Lifetimes of battle. Lifetimes of bloodshed. Lifetimes of pain. I've survived here for 1,000 years, but I can recall none of it. As a mysterious magic power infects the soil of the world, the past must be revealed. Lost Odyssey.
Hear me, all ye hallowed beings, both high and low, of Heimdall's children. Thou wilt, All-Father, that I well set forth the fates of the world, as first I recall.
Another body from the channel, ripped to shreds. I don't know what the hell could do such a thing.
The Aesir don't protect us like they used to. They lounge around in their palaces while our asses hang in the wind.
Sick of their worthless talk. But our time will come. Just you watch.
Serving him. He could be the one doing all the killing around here.
Well, stranger, what's your excuse? Hey, I'm talking to you, damn it!
Move.
Please, my lord,
We don't want any trouble.
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. A rogue Spectre's trouble. It's Saren. He hates humans.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony.
He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
Saren has allied himself with the Geth. It had something to do with that beacon.
Shepard!
Shepard, your species needs to learn its place. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
This is Spartan Group Omega. If they want war, we'll give them war.